Republican Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana back with us. Look, he is a senator. That makes him uniquely important today because they are deciding on how to deal with this crisis. He's also a doctor. He's a former hospital physician. He's got extensive experience working with the uninsured, in fact. And your wife is also a surgeon. Senator, good to see you. How are you doing? How's your family holding up? How's your state doing?
We're doing well. My state's been severely impacted. The greater New Orleans area is one of the hot spots across the country. So we are trying to control that. I'm in constant communication with my governor and his staff. What can we do to help him as he attempts to work with the people of our state to control that infection?
Give me your perspective on this as a medical doctor. This is something that's got people very, very frightened. It's got a lot of anxiety out there. You have, we just don't have a whole lot of people in our Congress who are doctors. Tell me how you see this as a doctor.
There's a duality. If somebody has not yet seen a case in their community, they don't believe it's a problem, and they think it's all hyped up. But the fact is that if you have one case, then quite likely you're going to have 300 times as many cases in 2 weeks. Because New Orleans, a week ago Monday, had one case, and now they have, probably this morning, I haven't checked, but 600. And so it spreads like that. So just because you don't have a lot of disease in your community, don't have a sense of complacency. It's coming at you. Now, on the other hand, if you only have 1 or 2 cases, you still have the potential to contain. That's why people should be staying at home, even if their community currently is unaffected.
Sir, as a medical professional and as a United States Senator, how do you deal with the mixed messaging that we've been dealing with for the last 3 weeks?
There's one message that's come through loud and clear: flatten the curve. And the way to flatten the curve is for individuals to be responsible. If you take a walk by yourself or with your spouse, somebody with whom you are living, but don't go congregate with people with whom you're otherwise not living. When I carry around, I have a Clorox wipe that your camera guy just supplied me, and when I'm through, I'm going to wipe down everything. Wash your hands multiple times. Now, all that seems artificial, but now it actually matters. So personal responsibility, doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. You don't want to be infected, so don't infect other people. That is the byword. That's what we should all be doing.
So, Senator, that's the good part. That's the stuff that we or anybody watching or anybody listening to you or listening to their doctors or listening on TV can do. Then there's the part that we need you to do, and that is figure out how we deal with an economy that is slowly and somewhat deliberately grinding to a halt.
Totally with you. Okay, now I'm going to speak once more like the physician. Once 40%, right now when one person is infected, she or he infects 2 to 3 other people, who then infect 2 to 3 other people, who then infect 2 to 3 other people. That's why you get this exponential rise. Now, related concept is that once 40% of the population is immune, which means they've been infected and they have recovered, once 40% is infected and recovered immune, then the virus can't spread as rapidly. Instead of infecting 2 to 3 other people, somebody may only infect 1 person, and the rate of infection begins to decline. We need to know 2 things. What is the rate of immunity within a given community, and is someone in particular immune? Just like we carry vaccination cards for our children so they can enter school, it may be that a nurse's aide will have a blood test showing that she's immune. When she goes to the nursing home, we will know that she's not going to infect the people in there. If you're not immune and you're vulnerable, you need to be isolated. And if you're not immune and you're not vulnerable, you need to be careful nonetheless. So we need to have those 2 bits of information. Is somebody immune? And what is the overall immunity within a population? When we know those 2 factors, our economy can begin to recover. We can open up commerce.
When are you guys going to be able to get a bill passed?
So we hope to vote on the bill tomorrow. We submitted things late into the evening last night. I'm sure that the leadership staff for both parties and with the White House have worked through it through the night. We'll work through it all the way through today and Sunday and vote on it on Monday.
Senator, thank you for joining me, sir. Please keep your family safe and your community. Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana.